was a tad incautious in my travels.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Suppose I'm tired.
We have reached our destination.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own two eyes. I've ne'er seen the like. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you do. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a chance? And this Baron fellow, he's a real warrior? I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. I'm inclined to trust your judgment. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Baron and see what he can teach me.
Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
I suspect the lad's enthusiasm will go a long way toward inspiring his peers. Let us inform Sir Baron of his coming. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Peruse at your neck.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Right you are. Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Suppose I could visit someplace.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey. Been treated to the foremost. Hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is one.
gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated. Aye, got some coin. Much appreciated. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
No harm can come of a bit of kindness, I always say.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
In my line of business, patience is key.
I keep my prices as fair as I can afford.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch in my case.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. You know where to find.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. It would be unseemly for an elf to purchase one. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I had been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seemed to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
The goblins I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. Would bring me peace of mind.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure.
That's it. I've had enough. Clear off. And don't come back till you're ready to do business properly.
But I've got the coin, I swear it. I simply just...
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call the sentinels on you again. Are we clear?
'Tis uncommon for a lad of his age to be unable to shop on his own. Mayhap we ought to lend him a hand, master.
Fancy a look at my wares? 'Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. Do come again.
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor to ask of you. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full. A trinket in yon shop caught my eye. A small, ornate box of exceptional craftsmanship. Alas, 'twould seem I do not have the coin on hand to purchase it. I can certainly procure the gold later, but by then, the box might be gone. If you'd be kind enough to lend me the amount I need, I would repay every last coin.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure.
Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? Or could it be that you've reconsidered my request? You bought it for me. Thank you. I'll treasure this. You're a kind soul. Pray, let me return the favor someday.
He seems a young man of decent character. I believe his promise to repay your kindness was a genuine one.
One day, I'm going to have proper I don't know what to do.
Is one of life's great pleasures.
Wonder if there's any... I'll feel a sight better once I'm time to go home and write down the
Oi there, friend! Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. The carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
This needs to be delivered. Shall we see it done?
If this ox cart's bound, I'll need to see some coin before I let you off.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
What ought I to do?
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin.
I'll not take that.
Feast your eyes on this!
Might I interest you in my humble way? Yes. Much obliged, sir. Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. These would... It seems I've collected a few too many things. Perhaps I ought to be more select.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. Nicely done. Come, follow my example.
Not a bad idea.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you off.
You'll like to run into some monsters on the way. Seems nowhere's truly safe nowadays. Should the cart be assailed, 'twill be your...
This ox... I'll need to see some coin before I...
I cannot bear it.
Mercy!
I've got to focus.
Thanks, Stuart.
My bed, boys. I shan't.
There's ought to be said.
Well met. Fulminous shield, eh? 'Tis a bargain, I reckon. I picked it up in Melve after the dragon attacked. Can't speak for its contents, but it certainly looks valuable. Pleasure doing business with.
Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
Perhaps once we've concluded this bit of business, we might allow ourselves a moment's rest.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? 'Tis a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both. Rolls myself. But enough. Do come again.
This time I laid down my tools.
I suspect the lad's enthusiasm will go a long way toward inspiring his peers. Let us inform Sir Baron of his coming. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek. We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer...
Pray, follow me. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
It is as you say. Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. Would you mind coming over here? We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
'Twould be quite painful, were we to fall.
Careful now!
Well met. Have you any weapons for me? Good of you to go to the trouble. Many thanks. We'll gladly make use of what you've given us.
We're here, Master.
I've you to thank for that new recruit, aye? The lad's well eager, he is. He fears naught, and he follows my commands with nary a word of complaint. Soldiers like him boost the morale of all around them. His presence bodes well, and I've you to thank for it. There's just one problem. Seeing a lad so spirited, so foolhardy, makes me recall a time when I was much the same. Sets my blood to boiling, you see. Makes me yearn for a bout with a skilled combatant. Need I explain further? I test my steel against yours, friend. What say you? Care to spar with me a bit? Glad to hear it. Follow me, then. Think of it like a game. Whoever steps out first, loses. Simple enough, eh? Seeing as you're no warrior, you do well to strike when I'm off balance. Let's begin. Fight well. That was well fought. You're even stronger than I'd anticipated. I dare say I needed that. I've ne'er met anyone like you. You've done more for me this past while than anyone I've known has e'er troubled to. A commendable sort you are. Would that I had some way to repay you for all the good you've done me.
Sir Baron, you must come, and quickly! A goblin pack has descended over by the rope bridge. We're in need of your aid.
My thanks for the report. I'll go at once. Goblins can be dastardly. We'll have need of capable fighters. The more, the better. I'd fain have you at my side, friend, if you'd be willing to join the fray. Quick! Eye here! Watch my back!
Very well. I shall return.
Pray join us, sir. We'd be well glad of your aid.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim goes to waste.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it.
Randall! What happened? Speak to me, lad!
Sir, We managed to fell the goblins, but then a cyclops charged us out of nowhere, wounded and enraged. We stuck the beast with arrows till one of them pierced its eye. It fled, but I've no doubt 'twill return.
Never mind that, lad. You survived, and that's what counts. Let's get you back to the encampment, aye? Twould seem my days of peace are at an end. Do you recall the soldier we met on the road? He was rather badly injured in the goblin melee. They'll want me to take responsibility for that, I just know it. Shan't be long afore I'm forced to resign from my post. I doubt such a thing would be asked of any human instructor. But I'm beastern, aren't I? There's no fighting it. But I'll be damned if I let the troops suffer on my account. In the time that remains to me, I'll get them trained up as best I can.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hands tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect... You'll do just fine. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. I've a thought to share myself. The pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Too fast for you.
I shan't let them follow you. Well fought, Arisen.
Keep on like that. You'll be done here soon enough.
Outstanding.
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different tack.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
It was excellent. I could have done no better. The Arisen has been drenched.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
What I wouldn't give for a map, particularly one that contains where all the treasure lies.
By your leave. Arisen! Are you alright?
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. Ho-ho! I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
This is rather thrilling.
What am I supposed to do?
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime. Always a pleasure.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you... like to change your vocation, come see me anytime.
You shan't hear me complain about an early...
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day. Come, much to
You slept well? Guard all you want. It won't make a difference when I've grappled you. See?
I mustn't let the captain see my moves.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
The field of battle is what to pit us against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear. I suppose 'tis so. Let us see what you're made of.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Well, well. Colour me surprised.
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
It's a human! Get it!
I knew you would prevail, Master.
I dare say, the Arisen could have defeated this lot without us.
Outstanding. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every...
Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid? Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there. There's no need to make camp here. We've energy enough to press on for a while yet.
'Tis well to be prepared, but over-preparation will serve us not.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual. A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Where do you think you're going, eh?
There's a shorter path we might take now. Allow me to show you.
It's our first time setting foot in this place.
We are under attack!
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
That's planned!
I'll combine my magic with yours if you wait to spell more quickly.
indeed. 'Twas enough to make one pity our foe.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade. An impressive diversion. Shall I finish them off, Arisen?
We are at our best.